Hi friends, it's Becky, and it is time for my weekly wrap-up and chat session. What I made this week. I will go over the things that I made, how my week has been, and just anything that I feel like talking about. I did not get my wrap-up done on Sunday because on Saturday night, my brother's dog went missing, and my brother and his dog both live with me. So it's been a big deal. She's so old. She's like real old. And in our house, there's several dogs and several people. So it's not uncommon for the person who lets a dog outside to not be the person to let them back in. And I had let her outside and I thought she had been let back in, and he didn't know where she was because she usually comes into my room and just curls up in the little dog bed next to my bed or next to my desk. It's kind of there, and she just likes to hang out with us. She's a little Chiweenie, no teeth, her tongue sticking out. I posted a picture of that. We still have not found her, and we are beginning to think that either she somehow got out. I double checked the entire yard. I cannot find a place where she would have gotten out. None of the little gaps in the fence are big enough that she could squeeze through. She was not limber. She cannot walk very fast. She kind of limps along and she doesn't know how to back up. She's just, like I said, very old, so it's entirely possible that there might have been like a bird of prey or something that had an incredibly unsatisfying meal with the very skinny and old dog. She's not anywhere in our house. There's some places that we thought, oh, maybe she like snuck into or squeezed in between and all that. And so we spent most of Sunday just looking in every nook and cranny in our house, as well as walking around the neighborhoods trying to find her. I've got posts on Nextdoor, hoping at this point there's not a lot else we can do except, keep checking and hoping that maybe somebody found her. Check the shelters, the local shelters, see if somebody might have brought her in. She could not have gotten very far. Like I said, she's very small and very old. She just doesn't move very easily. She also, like, the one time that somebody left a gate open and she got out and like kind of walked around, maybe around the block, she came right back home and scratched at the door to be let in because she was like, okay, I'm done. I want to go where my bed is and my food is so that I can have a nap. So if she was still out there and somebody wasn't keeping them in their house or hadn't surrendered her to a shelter, she would be trying to get back into our house. So my brother we've been mentally preparing for her to no longer be here because she's that old. And, it was getting to the point where every time you walk past, you'd want to make sure that she was still breathing so you can watch for a little while. And she sometimes would have very long breaths between that. So it's been a really kind of a rough week for all of us here at the house and for everyone who loved that dog. But I did also last week do a lot of jewelry making. I did a few projects, and then I did some little projects in between with making some little Halloween jewelry things. I just really was feeling in the mood and in the spirit of that, and so I made some things with some of my Halloween bead stash, as well as some of the bead boxes that I got that are all Halloween-y themed. So it's been a pretty fun week for that, feeling ooky and spooky. And then also Saturday, I spent a lot of time finishing projects that I had started and not finished. And so I was feeling real accomplished about that, and getting ready to go in and do some more Halloween projects on Sunday, but that was spent with the dogs. So I did not do a Halloween project on Sunday. I know I wanted to do one every single day. That's okay. I will do two. No, I'm not going to do two. I'll do one tonight. I do have a plan for one later tonight that you'll be able to see. And it might not get published until tomorrow, but it will be made tonight. Because we had a very busy day as well. I got back today from voting. It is the second week of early voting here in Texas, and if you're not in the United States, we currently are having a national election. It's our general election. Some states allow early voting, so you can go into a polling place, cast your vote before the election day, and have it already be counted and not have to worry about it. It's a really great way for people to be able to plan around their schedules, and for people to maybe, because usually voting day, it's on a Tuesday. Lots of people have work on Tuesdays. They might not be able to get time off for that, but early voting, sometimes that you can go in on a Saturday and go in and take care of it that way. It's a great way for everybody's voices to be heard. And I'm a super, super big fan of democracy and of people being able to make their voices be heard. And whether you vote for the same person I do or not, I think your voice should be heard. So if you haven't voted yet and you live in a state that allows early voting, go out and get it done. That's just my little stump speech for civic duty. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's as far as I'm going. But yeah, try and get that done. So we did that today. My son, it was his first time voting, so it's really exciting to have him go with me and do that together. Anyway, we're going to go down to the bead mat and take a look at everything that I made up close so you can get a better look at it before I try it on. And my brother-in-law, because my sister watches this, and he had a suggestion that we should call it the bead's eye view, which is not a bad suggestion, but this is where my brain went. What? Where are you going? Oh, no. That's not where you go. You go here. Come on, let's get you all strung with your buttons. Ready? So, maybe it's bead's eye view, maybe it's the bead mat. We're going to go look at what I made, and then we'll come back here and I'll try it on, and you can see what it looks like. So here we go. Everything on my mat are things that I made this week. The first was this beautiful, beautiful gemstone that I got from the adoption auction from Gemstone Orphanage. And I just look at this. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then I used some more gemstone beads and some of these star beads and bicones to space it in order to make this beautiful like necklace. And the great thing about this is that it could be Halloweeny, but it could also be something that you wear just regular times, anytime you feel like wearing purple and black. And so when I made my earrings, I made one of each of these. I still need to make the second one, but that way if I want to be a little more Halloweeny, a little more spooky, I can use my purple skull earring. And if I want it to just be, just regular people wearing stuff that's purple and stars, I can just wear this one that I had with that. So that was a lot of fun to make. Then, I can't remember which I did first, this one or this one. Oh no, I did this one next. This was an earring pair that I made using some of my Halloween bead stash, using some wire and some sparklies and these little skull beads and some pumpkin charms. They're very Halloweeny, very sparkly, very ooh. I love them. Right, and then we had this bat, and I used some of the ceramic beads and this ceramic bat, and I tied them onto the silver silk here. That's the base for this necklace, using some of the twine that that came in the kit. This is from the Gone Batty kit, and then I used some silver silk for a necklace. That was a lot of fun to do, making that. And then speaking of silver silk stuff, we had the Dia de los Muertos design kit, and this was the design kit that they put together for TGBE. So I made some earrings, and then I made a necklace, And this necklace is honestly one of my favorite things that I made this week. And I used this rose pendant that came in a Jesse James Beads Magical Mystery Bead box earlier this year. And I grabbed a couple of like these red beads out of my bead stash and a couple more of these yellow beads because I had those in my bead stash. But everything else came in the Dia de los Muertos kit, including my little luchador down here. Super cute. So I made that too. And then I made this Witch's Brew necklace, and this was following one of the prompts from the Silver Silk diet challenge. It was for the Silver Silk Facebook group. It's just a little challenge with some daily prompts that they put together, and it was to use green and purple wires. And I use this, it's blue-green, but it's green enough. I think it counts. It's definitely a witch's brew with these guys here. And then I made these spooky, scary earrings with my little guys here. And what else did I make? I also, I spent some time finishing projects that I'd started but not finished. So I finished this pair of earrings. This was from a Potomac Beads kit. I don't have a tutorial for this because there's already an existing tutorial for it. So I'll link that in the description below. I'll also link tutorials for all of these other things that I've made. And then this one was also from a Potomac Beads kit, and I finally finished it. It's a little bracelet that came in one of those kits. It's very sparkly, and you know what the fun thing about this is that there were some extra of these sparkly things, so I might make a necklace to go with it. Eventually. Not yet. I'm still working on getting caught up with some other projects. I've got a few projects that I'm very close to finished on, so I'm going to be working on those, as well as some new projects this week. But we've got those, so let's jump back up to the face-to-face camera, and we'll try these on. Alright, here we go. Let's put this one on. This is my gemstone orphan that I turned into a beautiful pendant. I love it so much. This is just the perfect length, maybe with a different shirt. This little lower cut. Yeah, there we go. That works for me. And then we've got our earrings. I'm going to wear my spooky earring. I'm only going to do one earring at a time with these. I'm not going to put on both of them. So much fun. So much. And I don't know if you guys saw, but I just unboxed the November Gemstone Orphanage box. They named it after me. So I was just so tickled when that happened. I don't know what to say. It was just so great. But yeah, I did that one, and then here we go. Our rainbow, spooky rainbows. And we've got that. I'm gonna put this one on, and this is another one that you gotta give your little head wiggle. Get that going on. Get that head spinning. Spinning around, jangling your dangle. There we go. So we've got that one. Ooh, and then my bats from that Gone Batty kit. All right. Ooh, there we go. It's very lightweight. It's really easy to wear, actually. I'm going to use, because I have a couple of extra ceramic beads, I'll make a couple of earrings to go with that, I think. And then, what else did I do? Yes. Here we go. This is the Dia de los Muertos one. Look how colorful and bright that is. And you know what? It is so great with my little teal top. I love that. I love that. And earrings go in the hole. Dangly. Beautiful. It just makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. All right, and then we had the Witch's Brew. There you go. Let's get the Witch's Brew on here. Try that one on. Oof. And this one was a front closure one, which is really useful if you're making it for somebody who may have limited mobility in like their shoulders, so they can't reach their hands behind their neck to affix their jewelry. Doing a front closure would allow them to still put something on and have it be something that they could wear. Oh, this is very lightweight too. I like that. All right. And I actually, because they went with my top, I wore these when I went out and voted because they went with this color. It's just a different color of blue, but very similar, like this light aqua color and then this dark teal together. They go. They go. And it was spooky. I only scared a couple of people while I was out. But my son and I, we went out and got some ice cream afterwards because I was like, you know what? We went and did our civic duty. Let's go get some ice cream. And we did, and it was a fantastic time. So here's the earrings that I made with the Potomac Beads kit. This was last month's kit edition because I subscribed to the treasure box and to the kits, and so that's one of the projects. I've got another project on the go from there, and then this was from several months ago actually. It's got a little box clasp that you can put it on there. And these are like sew-on rhinestones. And then it always comes with a pattern as well with those kits. And I finally finished it up this weekend for this bracelet. That's the only bracelet that I made this week. Oh, we'll have to make up for that. I am not going to show you the centipede bracelet. I forgot to show that last week, and after I realized that I'd forgotten it, like when everything was uploaded, I thought, you know, it's probably a good thing I forgot it because it was one of those things that several people let me know that it kind of creeped them out, that they couldn't even watch the video, and that's fine. You don't have to watch that video, the centipede bracelet. I was really proud of it. I love it a lot, and I will probably be wearing that at some point. Not on video, because it did freak a lot of people out. But while I'm very, very sorry that it freaked you out, and there's like this big part of my heart that's like, that feels bad about that, there's another part of me that is really pleased that it freaked you out, because like, if you make something creepy that's supposed to make people go, ah, and people actually go, ah, then you're like, good job, me, I did it. So like, I'm really pleased in another way. Like, I'm sorry that it freaked you out, but also I'm very pleased that it freaked you out. And I don't know how to like walk that tightrope of emotions. Like, I feel bad, but also yay about that. But I'm not going to show it again. So that way, like, those who wanted to see it can watch that video, and others who don't want to see it don't have to watch it. You can still just watch this video and you won't see it. So there we go. That's a good way to make it accessible for everybody. I have 2 different beading parties that I'm going to do this week. I'm going to on Wednesday night. It is going to be after the Soft Flex unboxing, because they're going to do that on Wednesday. It is the last Wednesday of the month. But then about, let's see, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. on in Pacific Time. I'm going to be on the Beads to Live By Facebook group with Cassandra, and we're going to play around with the curated collections. And I have a really, I guess it's a pretty easy bead weaving design that I want to share with y'all. So we're going to do that and then do some stringing, I think. So look forward to that. I will put a link to that event in the community tab as an announcement, so you should be able to find that, or just skate on over to the Beads to Live by Facebook group and follow that, because you'll get announcements for that from there too. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live with Danielle Wicks. We're going to have a beading party, and I am going to be doing some really fun things with her celebration mix and some check owl beads. So I'm looking forward to doing that with Danielle. And that will be, let's see, it's 2 p.m. Pacific. Usually that means it's 4 p.m. my time. So 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain, and 2 p.m. Pacific time. And that's Saturday for Seed Bead Saturday. So we're going to be doing that. And I'm looking forward to that because that's so much fun to hang out with Danielle and do beading things. She's such a great person to hang out with. Yeah, so that's my exciting things for this week. And I'm looking forward to, I may dress up on Wednesday for my beading party with Cassandra. We'll see. I have some ideas of things that I can wear, because I've got a couple of costumes that I can pull out of the closet and put on. I'm trying to decide if I want to do my Moira Rose The Crows Have Eyes costume, because I put a lot of work into that one, or my Sully from Monsters Inc. costume. Now, you guys have seen the photo last year from my Sully costume, so, but I don't know if you guys have seen my Moira Rose The Crows Have Eyes too costume. You probably haven't seen that. So, I don't know. Let me know which one you want to see more, because it's a toss-up between those two, which one I want to do. And I haven't decided yet, so you guys may help tip one over in the other direction when we do that. Anyway, I am going to go because I do have some other things I need to take care of today, like eating dinner. It's been a long couple of days, guys. It really has. But you know, we're gonna make it through. And one of the things that I say very often in my house is that we're gonna get through this together, because that's what we do. You know, when we have hard times, we're a family, we will pull through it together. And this is going to be a very hard time for most of the people who live in this house, because we're worried and we don't know what happened. And so we're making it through. I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers. I really do deeply. Just your love. Thank you for sharing it with me. But we are going to make it through this, and we'll do it together. We will. Because we do. We always do. Anyway, thank you so much. Bottom of my heart. I hope you have a fantastic and spooky week. And then I'm going to switch gears after the 31st and just absolutely fall into fall. So get ready for that.